Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Muzzlebro channel, and today we're going to be unboxing, installing, and giving some first impressions on the Midwest Industries AK railed gas tube. Overall, I've been really excited to get this. I am kind of working on like a modernized RPK build, and I really just thought that this railed gas tube would look pretty perfect on the RPK here. So we're going to go ahead, unbox, install, and maybe throw an optic on. Alright, so opening this package up here, we have the railed gas tube itself, which also comes with a little bit of blue Loctite, which is always very much appreciated. We got some general instructions here, and we also have the little Allen wrench that we're going to need to help install this guy. So the first step in installing this is really just going to be to go ahead and remove your old gas tube on your AK. So we're going to go ahead and do that first. We do have a clear weapon. Get that mag out of there. Go ahead and field strip the AK here. And then we're just going to go ahead and remove the old gas tube. So basically to install this, it's going to drop right in like a normal gas tube. There are kind of three key components that we have to mess with here. One's going to be this little plug that's going to screw and give us overall some more length so we can fit this gas tube in real tight to the weapon system. There's also going to be some set screws, one on each side on the back, that are actually going to set and index with the barrel. And then on the bottom of the railed gas tube, there's two little holes here that we're going to end up putting these screws in to essentially ensure that the length that we set this to stays. So I'm going to shorten this up all the way, twisting it all the way to the right to make sure we can at least get it in place. We're going to go ahead and set this in just like we would a regular gas tube. And we're going to go ahead and push down our gas tube locking lever at this point as well. So as you can see, we do have quite a little bit of wiggle here because I screwed this plug all the way in. So we're going to go ahead and lefty-loosey lengthen this gas tube until it fits appropriately. So it's important to note at this point, just to do this finger tight, you don't want to be torquing this with a wrench because that's actually going to screw up the system here. So once this is finger tight, we're going to go ahead and address these rear leveling screws here that are going to be on each side of the railed gas tube. At this point, what we're going to go ahead and do is just put a little drop of the blue Loctite on each one of these screws and torque them down. This did come with some blue Loctite, but I already have my own that's already open, so we're going to go ahead and use that. So we're going to go ahead and start on the right-hand side of the weapon here. So just one little drop of blue Loctite there. We're going to go ahead and screw that down with the provided Allen wrench here. Just going to go ahead and flip it over, hit this other screw here with a little drop of that blue Loctite as well, and go ahead and torque that down. All right, so beautiful. Once we got that locked in, we're going to go ahead and address the final step, which is just going to be locking down this plug in the current length position. It does come with two additional little small screws that we're going to go ahead and install on the front. And again, this is just going to make sure that this locks the current length of the railed gas tube so it doesn't come loose and unzero our optic. So again, just putting a drop of blue Loctite on this. Going to go ahead and install that here in this right-hand side of the gun. Just make sure that's torqued appropriately there. Going to go ahead and flip our weapon here and install this last little set screw on the other side. Again, another drop of blue Loctite there, and that's going to screw in, and we'll go ahead and torque that down. So at this point, the railed gas tube is completely installed. We're going to make sure to give that Loctite 24 hours to cure. So although it's going to be hard to do, give this a little bit of time before shooting it. You don't want these screws to walk out on you and unzero your optic if you are going to be running an optic on this railed gas tube. So once that's installed, all we have to do is reassemble our AKM. Go ahead and put that bolt and bolt carrier back in place. Slide our recoil spring assembly in. Go ahead and put our dust cover on. Put that mag back in just for the vibes. And again, we do have a clear weapon here. Just going to go ahead and cycle this bolt a couple of times just to make sure we're not hitting on anything in this gas tube. Running good to me. And that is absolutely all there is to it, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, I'm kind of tricking out this AK here with some Midwest Industry parts. We just installed that railed gas tube, and we're also running the Alpha Blast Diverter, which is a pretty sick little AK muscle device on the front of this one. So we're kind of going to be doing like a high-speed, futuristic, tactical RPK build. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Don't miss any of that content moving forward. Appreciate you guys tuning in for this one today. Y'all have a great week, and I'll catch you at the next Muzzlebroke video.